Hi, my name is Roberto and welcome to Yoga Hub Online Studio. So the purpose of this class is about opening and strengthening the shoulders. As we go towards so many hours in the office and picking up things, we get the bad habits of rounding the spine. So today it's all about opening the shoulders. Having a block next to you, it might be quite handy, and enjoy your practice. So if you have two blocks, so please keep two blocks next to you. And we are starting with a puppy stretch. Puppy stretch with the blocks at the inner edge of your mat, just towards the end. Keep your knees in line with your hips. And then start to keep your feet flexed for a moment and start to melt your stomach on top of your thighs. And then gently your forehead on your mat. Now for me, and you notice if this is too much for your shoulders already, you can take the blocks away from your hands and then your hands to your mat. First things comes first, relaxing entirely your shoulders, your muscles, face, your hips, and try not to force anything yet, rather find that lengthen rather than pressing down through your hands. And then that space between your armpits and your mat, it will come automatically when you start breathing through your nose. And in fact, if you haven't done it already, breathing in through your nose, all the way from the back of your spine, shifting forwards to your belly, ribs, chest, and then exhale through your nose, feeling that lengthen, softening any tension from your back to your shoulders, and even deeper through your mind, through your heart space. Again, every inhalation, broadening the body from the side to the back, and then exhale through your nose, everything softened, drawing down towards the mat. Keep taking 5 breaths in here, and maybe counting to 5 when you breathe in, counting to 6 or 7 when you breathe out, just activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is more releasing, resting, and regenerating. Today's practice is about opening, strengthening, lengthening your shoulders. As we are going towards such a busy times we work in the office or working from home, we tend to forget about that healthy posture, healthy spine, and healthy shoulders. Today it's about just stepping away from that desk, stepping away from that habits, and then focusing on releasing the tension and opening more the front of your heart, lengthening your spine. Take one more breath in. Long breath out. Nice. And then slowly, if your hands are on the block, pressing down through your hands, and then lift your shoulders. And then place your hands in line with your shoulders, spreading your fingers, keeping the blocks on your side as we will need it through the practice. Index facing forward, knuckles firmly pressing down. So we started from your left side. Extend your left leg forwards, keeping the outer edge of your left foot down, foot in line with your hips. Slowly look forward. Shift your hips all the way to your right foot. I like to keep my right toe tucked under. And then from here, pressing down through your hands, chin to your chest, inner, round your spine, tailbone under, shifting forwards, passing over your wrist if you can. And then exhale, look up, lengthen your tailbone back, pushing your hips over your right heel, pressing down through your left foot. And again, inhale, cat pose, round your spine. And then exhale, cat, shifting back. One more time. Inhale, reaching forwards. And then exhale, exhale, all the way back, long spine. Now from here, inhale with a neutral spine, come forwards. Keep your left hands in line with your shoulders and then reach your right arm up. Inhale, pressing down through your left hands. And then exhale, thread your left arm underneath your right arm underneath your left armpits. And then stretching the back of your right shoulders. From here, pressing down through your left foot, reach your left arm up. Maybe bending your left elbow behind your back, grabbing the top of your right thigh. Long spine in here, shoulder to shoulders if you can, but keep pressing down through your right hands, through the back of your right shoulder. One more breath. Exhale in. Nice. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Palm down next to your gaze. And then exhale, swing your right arm high, open your chest, and then to your mat. And then from here, readjust your right knee to your mat. Place your left foot to the back of your mat. Sink your left heel back, really stretching the back of your calf, maybe opening your chest, your ribs, your navel towards your spine. Keep your right toe tucked under, and then draw your right knee towards your chest, mat away, head between your biceps. Deeper stretch, maybe both calf this time, left and right. Keep your right ribs over your right side, and then pressing away. One more breath. Nice. Slowly come forwards. Inhale. Place your right knee down. And then exhale. Stay here. Inhale. Find that long spine. Point your left toe. Lifting your chest. Palms down. Exhale. Left knee to your nose. Around your spine. And then step your left foot between your hands. From here, inhale, come up, low lunges, you reach your arms high, squeeze your right glutes, push your hips forwards, and then exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head, pressing your head between your palms, feeling the stretch to the front of your shoulders, elbows pointing out. Yes, you might have this kind of double chin, which is okay. That means that you really are opening and stretching the front of your shoulders. One more breath in here. Keep pressing down through your left foot. And then exhale, exhale, exhale. Slowly come back. Release your arms. Give it a shake. Place your palms in front of your left foot. Lift your back knee off your mat. See if you can step your left leg back to your high plank. Find your way to your high plank. If your high plank is too much, you can keep your knees down. Or otherwise, knees off your mat. Round your shoulders blades. Think about doming your upper back while you're pressing down through your index knuckles. Hug your forearms, biceps forward. Slowly look forward, shift your shoulders forward, start to bend your elbows so slowly all the way down to your yoga mat. And then from here, keep your palms, just fingers on your mat, elbows pointing up, just like a spider. And then inhale, lift the tips, lift the chest. And then exhale, see if you can drop the tip of your right shoulder on your mat and then looking up over your left. And again, inhale, come all the way up and exhale your left side. So get a beautiful stretch. You don't have to touch it completely, but think about stretching the left side of your shoulder. And then inhale, come up. Exhale down to your mat. Nice. Interlace your fingers behind your back and then start to hugging your wrist, your forearms towards one another. Keep your face parallel on your mat. Shoulders blades back and down. So your chest is lifted, your neck is long. Keep your feet hips width apart and then start to lift your toes, your knees, your thighs, and maybe your knuckles away from your bum. Again, opening the front of your body, reaching back through your feet. One more breath, a bit more higher. And then exhale, all the way down, release, release. Placing the right side of your face on your mat, maybe closing your eyes for a moment, dropping the tips of your shoulders down, feeling heavy from your back. Nice, slowly open your eyes, place your hands next to your ribs. In line with your elbows, inhale to your baby cobra, lift the tips of your shoulders, exhale, straighten your arms, bend your knees, point your toes, finding your child pose, stretching all the way back. Don't worry if your forehead is not touching, but you are aiming to lengthen the side of your body, broadening your shoulders blades, hips over your heels. Nice, and then slowly come forwards to your tabletop, and let's go to your opposite side. So I'm just going to turn to your other side. So now keep your left knee down, find your neutral tabletop, just extend your right foot, your right leg outside of your mat. And then from here, look forward, lengthen your tailbone first. So really tilting your tailbone back and then shifting all the way down to your mat. Now chin to your chest. Inhale, come forwards, rounding your spine. And then look up, exhale back. Again. One more. And then inhale, come forwards with a neutral spine. And then exhale, stay in here. So let's stretch the shoulders. Keep your right hands down. Inhale, lift your left arm up while you're pressing down through your right foot. Exhale, thread your left shoulder and then knead your right armpits, almost like touching over your right toes, and then placing the top of your left shoulders on your mat. If your head is not touching, maybe placing a block or a pillow or anything else. And then inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, bend your right elbow behind your back, grabbing the top of your left thigh. Spinning your chest. So you got a nice twist. You got a stretch of your right armpits. And then reaches up. One more breath in here. Inhale. Exhale, maybe twisting deeper. Inhale, right arm goes up, down next to your face. And then exhale, lift your left arm up, stretching the body, palm down. And then from here, just resetting yourself, wrist in line with your shoulders. Just a flip, step your right foot back, right ball of your foot down while you want to stretch your right heel on your mat. Pressing down through your hands, lift your left knee off your mat. Keep the left ball of your foot down. Place your head between your biceps. Right heel sinking, even your left heel, while you're keeping your left rib on top of your left thigh. Broaden your shoulders blades. Lengthen your tailbone. Nice. Inhale, come forwards. Left knee down to your exhale. Now from here, lift your right toes, point your right toe, inhale, look up, open your chest. Exhale the opposite, around your spine, knee to your nose. And then step your right foot between your hands. Walk your left knee slightly back. Inhale, come up, low lunges, you reach your arms high. And then exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your left glutes, push your hips forward. Then pulling your head between your palms, pressing your head between your palms, really open and stretching the front of your shoulders. While you squeeze your left glutes, push your hips forward. One more breath in here. Exhale, nice, and then slowly release, give it a shake, place your palms down, lift your left knee, and again, find your high plank. Broaden your shoulders blades, lengthen your spine, look forwards. Go for your chaturanga, available to you with your knees on the mat or maybe off the mat, either way, lower halfway. Your back bend, it might be your up dog. If your arms are straight, shift your shoulders forwards, lift your kneecap, pressing down through your knuckles. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. Lift your heels, inhale, come forwards to your high plank. And then exhale. We're going to go slowly all the way down to your mat. So again, it's lengthening, strengthening. So we're strengthening the shoulders. Now from here, keep your hands to the side of your body, so fingertips on your mat. You want your face parallel, and then just lift the tips of your shoulders blades back and down. And then lift your feet, lift your knees, lift your thighs. Now from here, you want to lift your palm, then flip your thumb finger facing up. So see if you can really broaden your collarbone and then reaching up through your fingers. Your big fingers nice pointing up. And then lift your thighs, lift your knees, groins facing down. If your lower back is pinching, curl your tailbone, push your hips down, and see if you can lift your thighs and chest a bit more. Long neck, one more breath. And then exhale all the way down. And then face on your left side, looking to your right, shaking your hips side to side, dropping the tips of your shoulders. Nice. Place your hands next to your ribs. Inhale, find your back bend. It might be cobra or maybe upward facing dog. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. From your downward dog, big toes touching, shorten your stance. Bend your knees. And lift your heels high. So you kind of want your stomach on top of your thighs, your knees really bend, your stomach on top of your legs, and then slowly just lift your gaze up without changing the shape of your hands. Now from here, you can choose to step, jump, or hop to the top of your yoga mat. So take your time, super slow. Place your hands on your shin, on your mat. Inhale, look up. Maybe you have to bend your knees so deep. And then slowly forward fold. Maybe grabbing the back of your calf, using your forearm and your biceps, keeping your knees bent, crown of your head down, shoulders blazed towards your hips. And then so slowly inhale, come all the way up, reach your arms high. And then exhale, palms to your heart, Samastitihi. Let's go over your left side. So now from here, from the top of your mat, feet hips width apart, reach your arms forwards. This time, right elbow underneath your left to find your eagle bind. Sometimes, if there is no eagle bind and one side feels tighter, you can just grab the back of your shoulders, but keep your elbow underneath your left, your right elbow underneath your left. And then, when you're ready, shift your weight over your left side, and then lift your right knee towards your chest. Flex your right foot, spread your toes, and then when you're ready, bend your left knee, shift your right foot back, fingers forward, find this warrior three variation. Yes, it is actually like a T shape. So reaching forward through your fingers, back through your right heel. Nice, broaden the back of your shoulder, really stretching here. Elbows away, forearms away from your face. Nice, and then slowly bend your left knee. Float the right ball of your foot back, and then inhale, come up, crescent pose. Ooh, release your arms. Shake it, shake it, and exhale, warrior two. Left knee bend, right leg straight. Bend your right elbow behind your back. And then maybe left hands interlacing through your right. See if you can walk this right palm a bit more further. And then placing your right hands on top of your left thigh. Pressing down through your right foot. Left arm reaches forwards, broader. Bend your left knee. Flip your left palm. Inhale, reverse. Maybe bend your left knee deeper. Maybe looking to your back. Right shoulders opening more. Left fingers reaches back. And then exhale. Left forearm on top of your thigh. And then stretching open more. Grabbing inside of your left leg. Long neck. One more breath. Nice. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Give a nice shake. Maybe a few times all the way around. And then inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right hands down, and then lift your left arm up. So simple twist. And then from here, we're going to go for a side plank again. Make sure that your shoulder sits in line with your wrist, and index knuckles firmly pressing down. Pivot and turn both feet towards your left side, and then maybe your left foot on top of your right, or even on the front if it feels right to you. And then inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, flip your left palm. Extending over your head, pressing down through your right hand. Lift your right arm. Broaden your right collarbone, maybe looking up. One more breath in. One more breath out. And slowly left hands on your mat. Inhale to your high plank, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Nice. Place your knees on your mat for a moment. Big toes touching. And find this side stretch child pose. Sitting all the way back, stay with the tips of your fingers, and then just walk your palm, your fingers, to your left side. To your left side, keep your right hip down, and then slowly melt in here. So you still want to feel the stretch of your right armpits the most. And then slowly working your hands to the top of your mat, and then do to the opposite direction. Keep your left hip down, left knee down. Left palm on top of your left hip, and then feeling the stretch of your left armpit. One more breath. Nice, and then slowly come back forwards. Shift your shoulders forwards to your tabletop. And then exhale, tuck your toes to your downward facing dog. From your downward dog, feet nice and wide as your yoga mat. Lift your heels and then bend your knees, bend your knees. You kind of want your shin parallel on your mat, and then look the space outside of your hands. You can step, jump, or hop to a yogi squat. So step your right foot first, and then your left foot. And then from here, opening your chest, shivering left and right. We won't stay here for too long, so if this is uncomfortable, you can place a block under your sit bone, so you can sit on your block. And then from your left fingers to the front of your left foot, open your right collarbone, reach your right arm up. Maybe flip your right palm on your back, grabbing the top of your left thigh, lift your chest. Nice. Inhale, come up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Opposite side, the right fingers to the front. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And then exhale, left hands to your back. Bend your left elbow behind. And then open your left collarbone. Nice, and then slowly inhale, come up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Release the blocks underneath your sit bones. Reach your arms in front of you, pressing down through your feet. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, palms to your heart. From the top of your mat, big toes touching, small gap between your heels. And then bend your knees, finding your chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, place your palms to your heart. And then draw your left elbow outside of your right knee. So finding your twist. Now I'm going to do this side for you guys. When you twist on your opposite side, make sure that your left knee, your left hip is facing back. So reach your right arm back. So reach your right arm back, and then almost like your left hands want to open. Open more this right collarbone. And then your left knee on one side. Lengthen your neck. Nice. Inhale, come back to your chair pose. And then exhale, go for your opposite direction. Now, right elbow to your left knee. And then twist in here. Again, adjust with your legs first. Right hip back. Left hip forwards. Palms to your heart. And then left hand's back. Right hand's open in your left collarbone. One more breath. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Open your chest, Utkatasana, heavy on your heels. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. And then forward fold. Forehead on top of your shin. Crown of your head down towards your mat. Nice. Release your hands down on your mat or maybe on your shin. Inhale, look up. Open your chest. If you want to float back, feet slightly back. Keep your palms on your mat in line with your shoulders, pressing down, round your spine. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Shift your shoulder forwards, maybe slightly bend your elbows. Shoot your legs back. And then inhale, find your back bend. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. From your downward dog, big toes touching. And I always say that shorten your stance slightly, keeping your left foot down. Inhale, reach your right leg up. And then open your hip and bend your knee. When you bend your knee, place your left elbow, left forearm down. And then keep lifting your left armpits off your mat, stretching your left heel. Right knee reaches up. And then slowly lift your left elbow. Inhale, right knee to your right upper arm. And then step your right foot outside of your right hands. Place your left foot down, pivot and turn your hands to your left side. Straighten your right leg, bending your left knee. Maybe turn your left foot slightly out. Then from here, we're going to go for a surfer lunges. So maybe hands on your heart, lifting your right kneecap. Or maybe left palms, left fingers in front of your left foot. And then reach your right arm up. Now this, it might be already something to open your shoulders. If you want to find your bind because your shoulders are quite open already, you can flip. So you flip your left palm to the back, and then your right hand finding your left, hooking with the back of your palm. Your fingers, then lift your right kneecap. You might gonna fall, so you can sit on your mat if you want, but then looking up over your right shoulder. And then slowly, if you are down, let's come up, release your bum, voila, and then slowly release. Look forwards, walk your palms to the top of your mat. Square your right foot. Inhale, come up. Reach your arms over your head, nice and high. So we've done this before. Exhale, arms forwards. Flip your left elbow and then knee your right. Another eagle bind. Now from here, we're going to lean in over your right leg. Balancing over your right leg. Left knee towards your chest. Wrap your left leg on top of your right. So what you want is your hamstring wrapping over your right. As soon as you do that, just bend your right knee already. Bend your right knee, so really squeezing your inner thighs and then finding your eagle bind. Maybe your left big toe is touching the mat. If you have a double bind, go ahead. That's absolutely fine. But think about broadening the back of your shoulders, elbows pointing up, and then bend your knees a bit deeper. One more breath in here. Exhale and slowly unravel your arm. Lift your left knee. Find your half moon from here, left hands on your hip. Keep your left knee bent if you want, and then reach your right fingers to the front of your mat. And then open your left hip on top of your right. You can use your block if you want, but try not to be too heavy. Not be too heavy over that right hands, but rather just open that left hip to your right. Maybe gazing up. Maybe extend your left arm up, and then pressing down through your right foot. Lengthen through your body. Nice. And then from here, reach your left arm forwards and down. And then maybe half split. Keep your left fingertips down. The right forearm grabbing the back of your right calf. Again, it's all about engaging your upper back. Draw your torso over your right leg. Keep your left fingers as they are. Use your right biceps to draw your torso down. And then slowly release. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend your right knee. Step your left foot back and down. Pivot and turn both hands to your left side. And then from here, heels in and toes out, bend your knees. Let's go for some shoulder stretch again. with some movements in here. Keep your torso almost like a 45 degrees off your mat. Then when you're ready, inhale, right shoulder to your midline. You're looking up, straight your right arm, looking, so get a nice twist, plus shoulder stretch. And then exhale, come back. Inhale, left tips of your shoulders, looking up over your right. And then exhale. Let's do 2 more times. Inhale. And then exhale. Last one. Inhale. And then exhale, exhale. Beautiful. And then from here, reach your arms in front of you. Inhale, straighten your legs. Reach your arms high. And then exhale, let's go to your warrior 2, to the top of your mat. So turn your right foot forwards. And then bend your right knee. So we've done this before. Left elbow behind your back, maybe using your right hands to the top of your mat. And then this time, place your right hands inside of your right foot. Maybe on your block if you want, so really open these left shoulders. Now, if you have a full bind from here, you can thread your right shoulders underneath your right thigh, release your left hands from your back, and then see if you can find your bind, left and right fingers, and then open your chest. So I've seen quite lots of time facing down. So facing up, pressing down through your left foot, and then open your chest more. Nice, slowly release. Right hands down. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And then exhale, left hands down to your yoga mat. Place your left knee. Flatten your back foot. Right hands inside of your right inner thigh. And then stretching more, squeezing your left glutes. Open over your chest. Of course, some of you might be flexible, so you can place your left elbow, left forearm down, and then looking up. If you want something more, as it is an open flow, you can bend your left knee and maybe right hands, grabbing your left ankle. When you're here, think about kicking your foot away from you as you're still opening the shoulders, and then far away. Release your leg, right hands down. Lift your back knee off your mat. Inhale in here, and then exhale. Maybe 3-leg high plank, point your right toe, lower halfway down. Right foot on your mat. Inhale, open your chest. And then exhale to your downward facing dog, as we did a lot from the shoulders. Lift your heels, come forwards to your high plank, and then slowly bend your elbows. We're gonna go all the way down for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go over your right side. I'm gonna show you this way so you can see me on the opposite side. Right hands. So keeping your left hands next to your rib. Extend your right arm to the right side of your mat. Thumb finger in line with the crown of your head. And then from here, bend your left knee. Flip your left foot outside of your right yoga mat. Walk your left hands a bit more closer. Try not to lift your armpits. Maybe your left hands, your left elbow behind your back to your mat, and then pressing down. Breathing to the right side, and releasing an intention, especially to the lower back. There's lots of happening down here. So release, especially with your exhalation. One more breath. Nice, and then slowly come back. Flip your foot next to your left, and then draw that right arm next to your right rib. From here, we're gonna go to your high plank, straighten your arms. Inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. And then take a child pose, perhaps sitting all the way back. Stretching from the body. Nice. Take one more breath in here. Now from your child pose, let's come back to your tabletop. And then I'm gonna turn over your opposite side so you can see me to the left side of the body. And then from here, find your downward facing dog. And then from your downward dog, big toes touching, shorten your stand, lengthen your tailbone, keep your right foot down. In and lift your left leg up, and then open your hip and bend your knee. Now from here, keep your shoulders square. Just place your right forearm, bend your right elbow to your mat. And then keep looking back. Don't worry about your left hands. Keep pressing down, but rather peel. Lift the right tip of your shoulders off your mat while you're pressing down through your right foot. Nice. From here, lift your right elbow. And then left knee to your nose, round your spine. look forward, and then step your left foot between your hands. And then from here, let's come up to your crescent pose. Reach your arms high. And then exhale, arms to the front. Now flip your right elbow underneath your left. Broaden your collarbone, lean into your left side. So we're going to start balancing to your left leg, drawing that right knee towards your chest. Flex your right foot and then wrap your right leg over your left and then start bending your left knee. If you have a single bind, that's okay. If you have a double bind, that's absolutely fine. But maybe try to place your right big toe on your mat while you bend your left knee deeper. Struggling here, I'm just going to hug my thighs. Take one more breath, stay tall with your spine. And then slowly unravel your arms, right knee to your chest. Then find your half moon, maybe your right hands on your right hip. Left fingers to the front of your mat. And then open your right leg wide. Right hip, pressing down through your left foot. And maybe reach your right arm high. Broaden your collarbone, lengthen your spine. Nice. And then from here, reach your right arm all the way forward, square your hips. And then place your right fingers on your mat, left forearm behind of your left calf. Draw your right leg up, maybe point your right toes and pressing down through your left foot, still lifting the tips of your left shoulders as you want the crown of your head, reaching to your toes. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, and slowly inhale, look up. Now bend your left knee, step your right foot back. Now from here, we're going to pivot a turn. We're going to lift your left toes and bend your right knee. So again, so what we did before in here for your surfer lunges, you can place your palms to your heart, so looking up, lift your left toes. Or otherwise, right fingertips to the front and then reach your left arm high. You can bend your left elbow behind your back, wrap your right forearm to the front, and then finding your bind in here, open your chest. And then looking up. One more. Nice. Slowly release, hands down, and then lift yourself up. Heels in and toes out. Place your hands inside of your thighs. So we're going to go for a different variation now. So just opening the side of your body. Just cactus your elbows here. So open your chest. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, pushing your right hand to your left side. Stay low. See if you can stretch in the left arm of your body. So twisting to your right. Inhale, come back, cactus your elbows. And then exhale, exhale, exhale. Nice. Inhale, come back. Exhale, straighten your legs. Reach your arms over your head. Now we're going to go for that warrior two. Turn your left foot to the top of your mat. Maybe a bit more further. And then bend your left knee. With your arms nice and wide. Now again, we've done this before, right elbow behind your back. Maybe left hand finding your palms on top of your thighs. And then this time, place your left hands inside of your left foot. If you have a full bind, go ahead in here. Make sure that you really drop these right shoulders down to your mat. Left shoulders underneath your left thigh. Then finding your bind, your grip. And then open your chest. Long spine. Try to lift your chest rather than collapse it nice and tall. Nice, slowly release your hands down. Place your right hands on your mat. And then lift your left arm up. Find your twist in here. Reach your left arm high. Now place your right knee down on your mat. Flatten your back foot. And place your left hands inside of your left inner thigh. Look into the back of your mat. Straighten your right leg, squeeze your right glute. If you want more, you can place your right elbow, right forearm down, and then twisting deep. Again, if it's accessible to you, you can bend your right knee, grabbing your right foot of your ankle, and then push your foot away from you. You're still opening your shoulders and your chest. One more. Nice. Slowly release. Place your hands on your mat. Lift your back knee. Inhale, maybe three-leg high plank. Point your left toe. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to your downward facing dog. And then from your downward dog, so we're going to stretch the left side of your shoulders. I'm just going to turn to your other side so you can see it. From your downward dog, lift your heels, come forwards to your high plank, and exhale slowly all the way down. Extend your left arm outside of your mat. Keep your right hands next to your rib. And then from here, thumb finger in line with the crown of your head. So don't go too low, Go that nice and high. Bend your right knee. Gaze to your right, and then flipping over. Maybe right hands behind your back, but aiming to breathe through your left side. Left shoulders, left armpits, left pec. Releasing the tension from all your back. One more. Nice. Slowly release. Come back to your midline. Then maybe one more time. Find your high plank. You're strong with your shoulders now. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. From your downward dog. So now that's what we're going to do. We're going to flip your dog with your forearms. This is something new. It really requires shoulder strength. So we've done this before. This time, keep your feet as they are. So no, we're not going to shorten it. We're just going to keep this a long downward dog. If you look forward, place your right forearm on your mat. And then slowly lift your left leg up. And then open your hip and bend your knee. From here, look to the top of your mat. Turn, place the outer edge of your right foot down. And see if you can start flip your left foot outside of your right yoga mat. Pressing down through your right collarbone. Maybe you have to walk your foot a bit more further. Stay with the left ball of your foot. And then open your chest through your right forearm. Broaden your collarbone. One more breath. And then slowly look forward. Place your left hands down. Flipping over. Maybe place your left elbow, left forearm. And then find your forearm plank to your left side. Lift your right arm up. Or maybe keeping your fingers on your mat. Left fingers facing forward. Lift, broaden your collarbone. And then reach your right arm up for 3, 2, and 1. Place your right hand, right elbow down. And then shift your hips for your Sphinx. Open your chest. Breathing through it. Breathing out to relax that tension. If you want to drop your neck, do so. Nice, everybody. And then slowly go all the way down. Place your hands next to your ribs. Inhale to your back bend. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. Let's go to the opposite side now. So from here, big toes touching. Keep your feet up, keep that long downward dog. Yes, you can, your toes can touch, but try not to shorten it here. Now look forward, and then place your left elbow, left forearm down. Keep your left foot down, just lift your right leg up, and then open your hip and bend your knee. Flip, place the outer edge of your left foot down. You might have to walk your foot a bit more further. Lift your right hands, maybe with your fingertips, and then flip your right foot behind your left yoga mat. And then reach your right arm up. Open your chest, pressing down through your left collarbone. Nice, and then slowly look forward to the right side. Place your right hands to the corner of your mat. Bend your right elbow, right forearm down. And then lift your left arm up, flipping over to your right side for a forearm plank. Lengthening, strengthening, which is the practice of today. Long spine for 3, 2, and 1. Place your left hands down, forearm down. Maybe holding for your forearm plank. Broaden your shoulders blades. Dome in your upper back. Long spine. Ribs in and navel in. Now magnetize your elbows towards your toes. See if you can feel the shake. Pulling in, reaching forwards for 3, 2, and then hips down. Close your eyes to your Sphinx pose. And then slowly go all the way down, creating a pillow with your palms. Shaking your hips side to side. Relax your shoulders. Feeling that 3 parts breath from your belly, back of your belly, from your ribs, back of your ribs, from your chest, back of your chest. And then from here, just release your hands. Place your hands next to your ribs. Just lift yourself up. Bend your knees and sitting on top of your heels. Now, before we do anything else, going to the final shape of this practice, Let's just calming things down. So sitting on your bum, extend your legs forwards. One final stretch of your shoulders, which is actually one of my favorite ones. So keep your feet nice and wide and place the top of your palms, the top of your hand, just to the side of your obliques. And then open your left knee, place your left elbow inside of your knee, and then do the same with your right side. And then from here, try not to force anything. Just think about closing your eyes, keep your feet down, and stretching the back of your body. It is all about the shoulders, stretching and lengthening. And then so whenever this part is tight, there's lots of things happening, especially through the neck. So neck, which is our voice, so the tightness comes from everything else as well. Slowly open your eyes, release. And then one final stretch. Keep your knees bent close to your body. And then place your thumb finger inside of your mat. Keep your arms straight, pressing down through your hands. And then push your hips, your tailbone towards your feet. Maybe walk your feet a bit more further. Keep opening your chest, straight arms. Maybe walk your hips a bit more closer to your heels. And then if this might feel already enough, you can extend your legs to your mat. And then again, close your eyes. No tension, no retention. Let's open your eyes, bend your knees, and then lift yourself up. Now we're going to roll vertebra by vertebra all the way down, feeling that shoulder sensation to your mat. Hug your knees to your chest. Just go for a gentle, happy baby. Grabbing with your hands from outside, maybe rolling side to side. Feeling your shoulders pulling down. And then from here, just find your Shavasana. Your final shape to let go completely. Right heel to the corner of your mat, and the left heel to the left corner of your mat. Keep your arms on your side. And then broaden your collarbone. Walk your shoulders blades towards one another. This is the final effort as you are opening your heart. And then take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, open your mouth. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Shavasana. Feeling so heavy from any part to the back of your body. Melting, releasing. Stay here as long as you need, as we will finish this practice in this shape. Practicing from home means that you can pause that video anytime that you want. And then if you need a bit longer to prepare it, to strengthen it, or to lengthen it, to stay longer, whatever it helps your body to be more nurturing, do so. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed this class as I did. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Namaste.